Tonight's episode of Midweek World of Trains is subscribers only with the live stream chat. Remember that if you become a subscriber, any spam, any promotion, any rudeness will not be tolerated from our crew here at Australia Worldwide Gaming. Monetizers are on standby looking over the live stream chat and the monetization of the live stream in general. We'll be starting our live stream in a couple minutes' time. Stand by, folks. G'day, how's it going, real fans and simulation lovers around the world, and welcome to Australia Worldwide Gaming, Australia's premier simulation YouTube channel for our Wednesday tradition that is Midweek World of Trains. This is the Top 5 Countdown for Train Sim World 2, Part 1, live with the Godfather. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to bring to you the first part of a two-parter that we're going to be bringing here tonight and on Saturday night on the rails this week, as we bring you the Train SimWorld 2 era top 5 countdown as we bring to you, as voted by the crew here at Australia Worldwide Gaming, the top 5 Train SimWorld 2 routes as voted by us here on our channel. And these are 5 that are well deserving, I'll tell you right now. 5 are the best. Some that didn't make it could be controversial. But anyway, everybody's entitled to their opinion and everyone's entitled to their top 5. So, our top 5 might be not your top 5, but it's definitely, in my opinion, the 5 best routes. I'm a 5+ year veteran of Train SimWorld. I know what I'm talking about. So anyway, thank you for joining me. We got some great action lined up for you tonight. So, we have number 5 coming up right here, right now. And we're going to go back to the main screen here right now as we're going to give you the we're not going to reveal it just yet. Ooh, there's going to be a drum roll very shortly. We're going to bring to you the number 5 best route of Train SimWorld 2. Now, routes that are not in the running for this top 5 are routes from Train SimWorld 1 era. So, routes that are not in the running are the Sandpatch Grade, the Hemstrucker Run Rule, which was the number 1 voted Train SimWorld 1 route, the Oakville Subdivision, the East Coast Way, which was voted number 2 best route of Train SimWorld 1 era, the Raru Austin, the Peninsula Corridor, the Tees Valley Line, the Memphis Barn, the Northern Trans-Pennine, the Long Island Railroad, the Route C Nord, the West Somerset Railway, Rapid Transit, Great Western Express, just to name a few that are not in the running. So, we're going to bring to you now, as we're going to reveal, yes, this is a route that is the number 5, voted number 5 in the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. So this got the 5th least most votes by a crew here. With around about, there's a cast of around about 60-70 votes on this these top 5. So it was very, very well scaled by a lot of the mates of mine and everything that have been watching my gameplay and everything over the time. And yeah, this is definitely worthy for the top 5. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring to you the number 5 route here right now. And we're going to do it with the standard. And here we go now with the number 5 route for Train SimWorld 2. So I'm gonna bring it up in a second. So here we go. Still loading. Still loading. Still loading. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is number 5. This is the number 5 spot for Train SimWorld 2. Boston Sprinter. Boston Sprinter, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 5 best route in Train SimWorld 2. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing the Amtrak's, the ACS 64V, and this is the only American route that made the top 5. Here it is, right now, Boston Sprinter. Alright, here we go. Boston Sprinter is the number 5 route in the Train Sim World era. Alright, so we need to get the passenger brake on. And we shall get going. So why did Boston Sprinter make the top 5, folks? Well, and it's the only US route to make the top 5. Well, the only reason I give it the Boston Sprinter is because I love the fact that Amtrak returned to Train Sim World. I have a feeling, and I still have the feeling to this day, that there was a fallout with Dovetail, with Fallout and Amtrak, with Dovetail. Sorry, with Dovetail and Amtrak. You know, that's reasons why the NEC New York didn't come over, and they reckon it was that NEC was built on an old system, which I find to be a bit BS, because obviously the original DLC, the Great Western Express, is still there. And that was built before NEC New York. So I find it a little bit far-fetched, in my opinion. So I still think to this day that there was an issue with Amtrak, with Dovetail having a falling out situation. But yeah, the Boston Sprinter gets it for me because it is a great route. It is a real great route. It's a shame it's short. It actually, I would love to go more, but unfortunately it's a little bit short in my opinion. But the fact that we got technically we got 3 variants. The only downfall I could say for the Boston Sprinter, and a lot of people sort of wanting it still to happen, is that we can do some freight services with the CSXs. But CSX is more down further on the northeast corridor. But yeah, it's definitely a good route, and it definitely deserves a spot in the top 5. So the railway guy says hello, and hello to you. Thanks for joining us. Brakes, aren't I? That's why I was thinking, why am I going slow? I was on B there. The only downfall also I can say about Boston Sprinter, but even though it still represents, definitely gets a spot in my opinion in the top 5, is that I would have liked to have seen updated coaches, but anyway, that would have been something nice, but there's still options for different for doubles, for double cab cars and other style Amtrak cab cars, and obviously you know me, I am really wanting an extension to this route, or another part of if they're going to do NEC New York again, build it from scratch, but actually take it to Philadelphia would be absolutely awesome, like it is on Train Simulator. Now obviously they're not really talking about, the longer routes are going to be a standard, but if we're going to talk longer routes, and yeah, you think that would be one that comes to mind for the US. Yeah, well, maybe it's just saying, hopefully one day it'll be Boston to New York. We get to that point. Yeah, what, Train Sim World 5? Probably still on Unreal Engine 4. Probably on still Unreal Engine 4. I'm pretty sure we should be there in the next year. God, if they don't do it next year, I'll be very surprised. If we don't get the Unreal Engine 5 on next year's core update, then it's definitely safe to say that it won't be till we get to the 4th Train Sim World era. Yeah, it's just a lovely route in general. I think it's definitely worthy. By the way, tonight's live stream and this week's midweek World of Trains is in upwards to 1440p at 60 frames per second. Do note that the live stream in the first 24 hours after the live stream goes off the air will be in SD quality. And it takes up around 24 hours, sometimes a little bit less, a little bit more. For it to go to 1440p at HD quality. So do note that. So we have Duncan Johnson said hello before the live stream. I think he said that last night. He's from Canada. G'day, Duncan. If you're watching, buddy, thank you for joining us. If you're watching on the replay, hello to you as well. Thanks for your comment, I appreciate it. I always get your comments around times when I'm sort of preparing for the next day or I'm almost about to go to sleep. So. Sorry folks, I ran out of time to get a proper logo onto the... I want to get some logos of... I want to get logos for the numbers for the countdown, but I was like, then I've got to fiddle around with the streaming and I've got to go in and out of it, and you know, because I'm on a 4K screen now, if I jump out of this one, it glitches out and, you know, causes... I don't like that. I can just keep reminding you guys throughout the thing. So this is the number 5 voted route of the Train Sim World 2 era, as voted by us here at Australia Worldwide Gaming. Boston Sprinter is the number 5 best route. And when we get to number 1, we will start talking about routes that just missed out on the top 5, and I'll give you my opinions why they didn't make the top 5. There is some worthy contenders that could have been in the top 5, but yeah, it's just other routes that I've loved throughout the time of playing them on TSW's era, and I think they're more deserving, but that's just, you know, obviously, like I explained, it's not going to be everybody's top 5. Obviously, everyone's got a top 5, and I respect that. Obviously, if you put a Train Sim World 1 route on there, it won't be included. You know what I mean? Like, you could have your top 5 for the Train Sim World 2 era, but you could have a top 5 just in general of Train Sim World. And you know for a fact, if I had that, you know what route. I've said to you guys numerous times over what my favourite route is of all time. So it's one I'm actually doing later on tonight after the after we complete the number 5 and number 4 spots. Yeah, East Coast way. East Coast way. Everyone knows I love the East Coast way. It's such a good route. So I am playing on a 4K screen, folks, and I have got the gameplay at 1440p as well. There is the frame rate. So frame rate is around console friendly, 60 frames. I am on a 4K 60 frame screen, so it's console friendly. But the benefits we have on here, I have it in FXAA tonight actually. I don't have it in TAA tonight or FXAA. Yeah, I like the fact that we got the Boston Metro, the other trains, and this one as well, and it's got a good mixture. It is a little bit sad that the freight's not there, but yeah, I'm quite surprised that actually Dovetail didn't jump on that quicker, because a lot of people were questioning that around launch too, just before launch. And I was thinking, oh, Dovetail might do a Southeastern on here and they'll give us what we want. And then it didn't happen. I was a little bit disappointed. Oh, because it's not your own route, you don't do nothing. That'd be right. That's why they've only done their Southeastern as an extension. It's because they've got good connections with it. Duh. It sounded like they want to do another part of it too, and it's like, oh, okay. Maybe you'll do that later on. Probably. No doubt, luck we'll eventually get it all, the whole thing. Just like a train simulator. The rail guy there's got an old British logo there. I see that. Very nice. The old British train. British rail. I like a lot of British stuff. I like a lot of German stuff and British stuff. That's sort of my main. I don't mind the US stuff, but it's not as much as what I do with the British stuff and the German stuff. I'll start slowing it down because we are coming into the 2 mile mark, even though we're around 4 clicks to go. Thanks for coming along and saying g'day anyway, rail guy. I appreciate it. Got our top 5 here. Number 3 and number 2 and number 1 will be on Saturday night on the rails this Saturday. Our final Saturday night on the rails of the Train Sim World 2 era. The original and the best Train Sim World live streaming show from us. That's where we all started our live streaming shows. That's where it all began. Yeah, that's all began. From the original TSW. Back in the PlayStation 4 era. We used to play at the PlayStation 4 before we moved to PC. And then, man, when I moved from PlayStation 4 to PC with Train Sim World, ooh, I noticed the difference straight away. I'm like, oh, this is heaven. Yeah, big difference. I say to you console gamers, man, if you can get the chance to get a PC, Man. As much as it can be frustrating, but yeah. Get yourself a decent SSD drive. Make sure you can put more than one in it. I swear, I feel like I want another one in my PC. Oh, my next PC, well, yeah, my next PC will have a couple of SSDs. Probably 7 of them. They're going to need heaps of them. There's too many. So one of the things I hate about the SSD drives, there's not enough space on them. Okay, here we are at Route 128, track 1. This is the Train Sim World 2 Top 5 Countdown. This is number 5, Boston Sprinter. Pretty sure they know I'm on the station now. Nice, right on target. That was perfect. Have you been to Boston? No, I haven't actually. I know people that have been to Boston. My ex-girlfriend's nephew, he's been to Boston, and her niece and that. And when they went there, they were saying they went into the Cheers bar and that. Apparently, everybody leaves their mark under the tables. They left theirs there as well. Yeah, it's well known to leave like notes and stuff on the tables there. So why not, eh? Man, it's legendary. Everyone knows about the legendary show Cheers, man. You know, like you know what I'm saying. So, such a great show. So we've got some passengers still boarding up there. So yeah, we've still got some passengers boarding. So we'll close those doors now anyway, because we are ready to rock and roll. Did I open up the wrong doors? Everybody just go out on the other side. Why not? Alright, now we're going to close them. So yeah, this particular loco was originally from the first Train Sim World, but a lot has changed since the Train Sim World 2 era. Obviously, this is one of them. You could put this in, and you know that was a new feature. What else? All the safety systems, everything are all new. So I think the lighting and everything's changed, and not by much, but. Not by much at all. Just a tiny little fingernail. Yeah, that was Spike. It's the optimization. I'd like to know your opinion for your top 5, folks, on Saturday, not on the rails this Saturday, actually. I prefer you guys to wait until you see what our top 5 is, and then you can give us your top 5. I'd love for you to comment on the live stream what you think the best 5 Train Sim World 2 routes. Now, let's not take into consideration any of the freezing or any of that bullshit crap optimization. Alright, let's talk about the route itself. You know, what is the scenery, the beauty of it, the trains that are on that route. You know, that's what it's all about. I swear they need to bring a camera angle in where when it flies past, like, it just, you know what it's like when the wind just flying past. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely camera angle just there. First time I discovered something like that happen. That's never happened before. I'll be honest with you guys, that I've never seen that happen before. I was stuck in the underneath the ground just then. Sorry. Just bumped my mouse. I wish they had an in-cab view like they do with Train Simulator. I know you can be a passenger, but you know, like an in-cab view when you're driving as well would be nice. You can hit that 5 button and just go into passenger view. more teasers on the sides just here with the CSXs. Second last episode of Midweek World of Trains for the Train Sim World 2 era as well. Next Wednesday will be the final Train Sim World 2 episode of Midweek World of Trains. We've got a 3-hour blockbuster next week. This was the Train Sim World 2 Top 5 Countdown, number 5. Boston Sprinter. There it is. We're coming into the final stop now. And coming up next will be the number 4 spot. And once again we'll go to the cover screen and won't reveal it until we get to it. What will be number 4 on our top 5 countdown? Horns. This one's going to Richmond. Alright, there we go with the number 5 spot on the top 5 countdown of the Train Sim World 2 era with Boston Sprinter and the ACS 64V Amtrak. Fantastic. Alright. Fantastic vote there by the boys and great stuff. Right. Well, it's 1 down, 4 to go, but we've got the other 3 coming up on this Saturday night on the rails, this Saturday night with episode 73 of Saturday Night on the Rails will be the top 3 countdown of the top 5 countdown as we bring to you this Saturday number 3, number 2, and the number 1 voted Train Sim World 2 route, and we're going to be doing that from 8 p.m. in the east coast of Australia, 7:30 p.m. South Australia, Northern Territory, 6 p.m. Western Australia, 11 a.m. UK, 12 p.m. Germany, 6 a.m. Boston, 3 a.m. Los Angeles, and 5 p.m. Indonesia, and 3:30 p.m. India, 7 a.m. Brazil, 5 a.m. Mexico City, 3 a.m. Vancouver in Canada, and Ottawa in Canada, 6 a.m. And it's going to be a fantastic live stream indeed. All right. We're going to get to the number 4 spot now. Now, the reason why we got the cover on there at the moment is because we're not revealing anything at the moment. We don't want to be giving you guys the route, you know. So this is going to be the number 4 route right now. Okay, I'm just about to get into it. Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the number 4 spot voted by the crew here at Australia Worldwide Gaming. So this is number 4 of our top 5 countdown. Waiting for it to load. Alright. Waiting for it to load up. This is number 4 on the top 5 countdown for Train Sim World 2's top 5. Number 4. Bakerloo Line, London Underground. What is going on? Why have I tripped it? It's on forward. Why have I... Whoa. What's going on? Why can't I get it up and running? Why can't I get it up and running? I tripped everything correctly. What have I done? Oh, don't tell me I need to go and get a fucking bloody tutorial. I'm gonna have to reset that. Unfortunately, we've got issues at the moment. I can't get the train up and running. Here we go. Up and running now. Here we go, number 4. So the Bakerloo line, London Underground, the original release launch DLC, part of the free core routes for Train Sim World 2's release. Why does this make the top 5? Well, it's quite simple, folks. First ever underground Train Sim World 2 route, underground route, official underground route. You really, it's not officially the first ever underground route in general, because we had an underground section with the Cross City for rapid transit, but first true underground release in Train Sim World, and the only underground release still to this day. So London Underground is a route I always called for a part of the underground to be a part of the Train Sim World 2 game. And when it was announced, I was pumped. I was really excited. So yeah, it definitely deserves a place, in my opinion, in the top 5. It's a lovely route and well deserved. And the 1932 tube stock got released for it later on from Rivet Games as well, which obviously had some issues in regards to derailing out of the middle of nowhere, especially going this way. I only had derailing issues actually heading the way I am now, not coming into Elephant and Castle, but going towards Harrow and Worldstone. Always had issues of derailing with the 1932 tube stock. '32 or 38, something like that. The Rivet Games one. And I do believe that this was the first route to actually have another part of a route that is already in the game with, yeah, Paddington Station that was on Great Western Express. This is the underground section, and yeah, it was good to have different parts of Paddington Station. Do I get wheel slip? Yeah, you can get wheel slip. Not so much on this one, but you get wheel slip on mainly on the hills. It's not completely. You find that more you get the wheel slip more on the wet weather conditions. Like if the track is icy with snow, then you get wheel slip. Yes. If you get rain on it, yes, you get the wheel slip. More so on the wet weather. Not in the underground, no. I'm only on one cab view at the moment. There's no other cab view. It's the only thing I've always... it's the only negativity I've always had for the underground section is that you are only restricted to certain camera angles. When you get outside the underground area, it's no restriction, but yeah, restrictions at the moment. I could go down through here though. You get this camera angle when you get into the station area. You get it on Sandpatch Grade a lot. Now, you could be having the same issue as me. You could be having the same issue as me. I'm gonna ask you this question about Sandpatch Grade, and this could be the reason why you might be getting it. How fast? If you're going up the hills, say for instance you're coming out of Cumberland and you're going the way where you go up the hill all the time, pretty much all the way, are you struggling up that hill like you're averaging around 15 miles to 12 miles per hour? And having a lot of wheel slip? Because if you are, there's a certain way you got to set up the cab to try to rectify the issue. Yeah, and you got to be sanding a lot. You got to be sanding when you're going up the hills as well. So continue to work on the sanding. So just keep hitting the sanding on it, because that helps with the grip going up hills. Make sure banking comms is on. Make sure you're in trail 24 as well. 6 to 24. Make sure your cut-ins are all on, especially when you're in the 44 AC. It's quite simple. I'll give you a sample after this run, and I'll give you guys a sample of how to set up the cab and everything after this run. Sorry folks, my mouse is playing up. My wheel, I swear my wheel just wants to play games with me all the time. Yeah. I discovered something the other day, because I had the same issue when I was streaming it last Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or was it Saturday I did it? I know it's recently. Can't even remember. I think it was last Wednesday. Let me just get my phone. I ended up going to Reddit the other day. I seen something on Reddit that actually helped me. Because yeah, it's been a while since I've been up on. It's been a while since I don't go on Sandpatch Grade that often, so it's a route that just takes way too long on a 2-hour stream. So the other day, I came across a Reddit thing. Now, I play with keyboard and mouse, and I highly recommend everybody, even if you're on console, to try to get the keyboard running. Xbox, you can use a mouse. On the PlayStation, you can't. So it's advisable for the Xbox players to play with keyboard and mouse, because, man, the game is way better. So the lead logo needs to be engine run switch on, generator field switch on, control and fuel pump on, cutout valve at freight. the MU2A valve lead or dead. Now the trailing loco, which is the other loco, that's the one that's trailing behind it, the engine switch needs to be off, the generator field needs to be off, the control and fuel pump needs to be off, the cutout valve needs to be cut out, and the MU2A valve needs to be at trail 26. So, and make sure that your banking comms are on the lead loco. Make sure that your refrigerator is on as well, because you've got to keep those 7-Ups and Pepsis nice and cold, and those beers, you know, for the end of the trip. And then continue to sand it up when you're going up the hill as well. Make sure you continue sanding, and you should have no problems. Now, I've learned a lot about hills and everything from Sherman Hill, and I pretty much conquered Sherman Hill from the word get-go, and found a lot of people struggling, and I was like, I don't know why people are struggling. I'm mastering this thing like no tomorrow. So I ended up putting a video together when we had the 15 minutes to set up before Dovetail decided to change it. And yeah, I thought my video was not relevant after that, so I ended up deleting the video after 3,000 plus views. I shouldn't have actually deleted it, actually, that might have helped, yeah. Might put a video together, actually, just to maybe help others. See how we go. You bugger. My stomach's going to turn. I had a baked dinner for tea, so I shouldn't have had a baked dinner before I came on live. But I've been craving for a baked dinner. I've been sick for the last 2.5 weeks, folks, and I'm still a little bit sick. I'm just over the hill on it. But yeah, I haven't been able to have a baked dinner or a decent feed because I really haven't been wanting to eat. So now I've got my taste buds back and everything. I'm like, give me something big. So I had a baked dinner tonight. I'm going to need to pull up maybe at the next station. Wish I had Carlos here tonight. I could have got Carlos to drive. See, I don't pre-record none of my gameplay. It's all live. I'm not Sam. I don't pre-record 30 minutes and edit stuff. I do, but I do record and upload videos, but I haven't been doing it for over like 7, 8 weeks now. I've just been doing all live streaming, and everything is 100% live. I've even been questioned, is it live? And I'm like, yes, it's 100% live. I'll definitely help you on that one, buddy, because yeah, you're just like the other day I went on it myself, and I'm like, I'm struggling up the hill. I'm like, well, how do I fix this? And I just went on to YouTube videos. I went on to everything to try to work out how to get it going, and then I found this Reddit thing, and as soon as I did that, bang, I was up and running. I was even going faster than the speed limit. Not pumping it up the hill, but yeah, just at the standard, you know, like it was just smooth, you know, not struggling. So, but yeah, I definitely highly recommend you sand that thing all the way, sand that bitch. Back in a second, folks. I do apologise. I will return. I need to use the restroom, so give me a couple minutes and I'll continue with our number 4 spot, the Bakerloo line, here on Midweek World of Trains. Sorry about that, folks. We're all up and running now. Whoops. I bloody hit that thing again, didn't I? Yep. Right. So, yeah, what I read on Reddit, it also says here on Reddit, and I quote, let's get this up and running again. If you don't take your time and set up correctly, this is for Sandpatch Grade, folks. If you don't take your time and set up correctly at the beginning of a scenario or a timetable, the trailing loco will not help you pull up the hill. It would only idle and tidle for the entire way. Make sure that you do not use more than 3 to 4 notches of throttle when starting on a hill, or you will get wheel slip. Do not release the automatic brake until you have set the throttle and the head of the locos rev up. This will prevent the rollback. The only reason I'm on 60 frames is because I'm on a 60 frame 4K monitor at 1440p though. Done it again. Every fucking Wednesday, man. Every Wednesday. Go and sick of iTunes. Every bloody Wednesday I do a live stream and bloody it wants to update fucking bloody my iTunes. Every fucking Wednesday. Every time when I was start live streaming, everybody wants to pop itself up. Oh, you fucking bastard. I don't want to update iTunes. I'll update it later, man. Jeez. That's a new billboard, eh?
E-cigarettes.
If you're just joining us, folks, this is the number 4 voted route, best route for Train Sim World 2, Bakerloo London Underground. The number 4 spot in the top 5 countdown. And don't forget, the rest of the countdown will continue on this Saturday's final episode of Saturday Night on the Rails with the Train Sim World 2 era. And don't forget, the following Saturday is whew, the first ever Saturday night on the rails of the Train Sim World free era. Here's gonna be a ripper, as we bring to you a 3-hour blockbuster on Saturday night on the rails on the first Saturday of September. And it's spring here in Australia. And I can tell you right now, come spring, it will still be winter because it is freezing. We've just had snow up in the mountains. Well, I'm in Sydney, and in the Blue Mountains have had snow over the last 24 hours. It has been very cold, windy and rainy. We had rain and storms yesterday and hail, and up in the mountains they had snow. Yeah, winter's not going anywhere. It's been damn cold this winter. I can't wait for the warm weather though. Oh, I love warm weather. I feel like I'm in paradise. The only thing I don't like about the warm weather is the thunderstorms and obviously my PC temperatures. I gotta worry about my PC temperatures. It's like, oh no. Well, even got those bloody Pringles ads now on the bloody in the underground. Oh, at least it gives a bit of realism, but still, I would like to see even more. Can we put some Lay's on there as well, and some Cadbury chocolates, and maybe a Yorkie? We'll put a Yorkie on there. I like some M&M's. The Slim Shady kind? No. That'll be too rude for that billboard. Yes. Well, they haven't actually confirmed Happy Gilmore in the 2K game yet, but I reckon he will be because they've already confirmed that his hockey golf sticks in the game, and Shooter McGavin's apparently in the game because they've showed him in the trailer, and I thought, oh, they've Shooter McGavin's going to be in the game. Surely Happy's going to be in the game. So they haven't revealed him yet, so I think they're going to reveal it soon. Yeah. It'd be fucking bad if it is. Oh, bro, if he is, yes, it'd be so sick. Could imagine Tiger Woods is in it and they're fucking bloody Happy Gilmore at the same time. Shooter McGavin. All we need now is the chick with her fucking bloody dressed up in the fucking full G-string giving the beers. Yeah. It's just not bad looking, eh? Yeah. Oh, it's a classic, eh? I wish they would have done a second Happy Gilmore movie, but man, you can't do a second one on a legendary movie like that, man. Oh, I still think it's one of the best. Billy Madison. Oh, that's funny too, but I still think Happy Gilmore's better than Billy Madison. They're good as each other, but still, yeah. There's Schneider. Rob Schneider. He cracks it. Ben Affleck, yeah, Ben Affleck in the he's the guy with the boat. doesn't matter if you're stoned or whatever, bro. You don't have to be stoned to love that movie, man. Every time you see a Ben Affleck as that guy, I swear, you just piss yourself laughing. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that now anyway. Yeah, no, I know. But even when I was smoking, man, like, it's still funny even if I wasn't smoking. Yeah. So, yeah. Get wheel slip when I try to go fast on the ACS. Okay. No, I don't notice that. I don't really notice that. Well, I didn't get any wheel slip when I started pumping it before. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe at the start if you pump it a bit too hard, like at the start, but you're saying when you're going fast. See, most of the routes that I always pump a lot of the German and the UK stuff. I don't pump much freight stuff. I don't pump much US stuff. I refuse to go to Harlem line at the moment because it's completely broken. So that's one of the reasons why the Harlem line didn't make the top 5. It would have made the top 5 if it was no issues, because I think it's a very good route. But that's one of the reasons why it didn't make the top 5 is because it is broken. For PC, for me, I've had the Harlem line crash to the desktop when you do an all-stop service from from North White Plains to Grand Central, and you go past Fordham, or you get to Fordham, and it crashes the game. Now, it was doing that at first. It was crashing the game to desktop when I got to the Botanical Gardens, and then there was a patch, and then I got past that, and I thought, oh, they might have fixed it about time. And then I found I had the stuck behind the trains issue, the trains banking up on each other. I've had the game crash to the desktop further down than the Botanical Gardens. I got to as far as Fordham, and then it started crashing. Then they had another patch, and I got past that area again, and I thought, oh, great, they fixed it now. They've actually fixed it this time. And yeah, got past Fordham, and yeah, it crashed on me. So that's why I refuse to do a lot of the Harlem stuff, because they just have signal issues, they have banking up trains, they have way too many issues. I don't want to be 50 minutes into a run with it, especially on a live stream, and then all of a sudden it crashes to a desktop, or I get so far down the track and then I get to a point where I can't go any further because of the trains banking up on each other. So that's my reason why the Harlem line didn't make the top 5. So, yeah, the Boston Sprinter was the only US route that I think deserved to be in the top 5. Horseshoe Curve just missed out on the top 5, actually. It was actually 6. Now, I think Horseshoe Curve is the best freight release for Train Sim World 2. So that made it 6th spot overall. And I think it's, yeah, it's very good. I think it's definitely Skyhook Games' best release. Alright, we're coming out. Now we can get into different camera angles. We're going to be right next to the West Coast main line. There's the West Coast main line. Okay, going down that way to London Eston. East Eston. What I... Oh, there we go. Didn't even have the lights on for him. Lol. They would have been dark all the way. Spooky train. Oh, there's a Pringles machine. Would be nice if we can actually press a button on it and actually grab a bag of Pringles, or... No, they're not in bags, are they? But I suppose they might be in that form, I don't know. It would be nice. Just press a button, and I would press the green one because that's the sour onion and cream, so I'll go for those ones. Da-twing. Mind popping. Okay. That's their saying over there, is it? The saying for Pringles here in Australia is, once you pop, you can't stop. I don't have Pringles though. If I have those type of chips, I'll get a second brand, we have a supermarket called Woolworths here in Australia, and we have a supermarket called Coles. And both the Woolworths and Coles brands of the Pringles are bigger than the Pringles size, and they're like, when I mean bigger, they're not thicker, but they're just bigger in size. They're really awesome, and they taste way better than the Pringles. Me, give me a bag of Doritos, the Thai flavored Doritos, the purple packet. They're the bomb. Give me a packet of those. Or the Mexicanas. Oh, the Mexicanas, yeah. The orange packet. But yeah, the Thai ones, the sweet Thai chili ones. Oh, they're the bomb. Oh, the Cheetos puffs. Oh, the Cheetos puffs. Yes. Back this weekend, or is it next weekend? I think it's this weekend, eh? Yeah, this weekend, because I said that Spa it's going to piss down again in Spa. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to rain again. Hope not, because it's washed out last year. Yeah, get the update. Yeah, you got your did you get the update as well? Yeah, got an update for Formula 1. I'm not sure what it is though. So the date now, it's Sonic earlier today for the date. Yeah, they confirmed the date for the new Sonic. How you gonna get it? Nah, I don't know. Anthony wants me to get FIFA 23 on the PlayStation because now he's getting a PS5. He wants me to get it on PS5, and I said, I'll probably end up getting it. I was going to get it on PC, and I said, I'll get it on the PlayStation 5 now. I know you're getting the PlayStation 5 because there's no crossplay. So I said, I'll get it on PS5. I said I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have much room left anyway on the PC anyway after I get TSW3. But I said, even with me taking off Train Sim World 2, I'm still not gonna have much room. Yeah, well, Sim Rail can release at any time. Apparently, there's new details Yeah, by the way, I just discovered that there is some new details on SimRail, and apparently they're going to be sharing some information soon, some more information soon with SimRail. They actually showed off some physics and stuff on the Facebook page, so yeah, I went and checked that out. I haven't fully checked out the link, but certainly thank you very much, Metal 4. Metal 4, man, is that a video game? I'm trying to think if Metal 4 was a video game. Man, it sounds like one, eh? It sounds like one of those old PlayStation 1 era games, eh? Far out. I'm just trying to think. Death Metal, I think there was a game. Death Metal. Yeah, Death Metal. Fucking raise hell. Why not? Yeah, so we got some news for Rail Sim. Well, Sim Rail. I've been looking forward to that simulator for quite a while after playing the demo, and I'm praying that we can actually edit the controls for it though, because yeah, I don't like the control layout. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I would have to say that if we can edit the buttons, I would definitely put it in the same format as TSW. The A button and the D button and spacebar horn and all the razzle dazzle. Oh, here we go. Hey, someone's standing up there. Sit down, sir. No, ma'am. Sorry. I'll open the door for you. So this is the number 4 best route for Train Sim World 2, and don't forget we are moving the Train Sim World 3 next weekend. 4 days early access. We will have just the core 4 routes to start off with. Well, when I say core 4 routes, if you've got Spirit of Steam, you can have the Spirit of Steam. And then I do believe on the 4 days after that is when we could start downloading everything, unless they decide to change their minds. God help us if they do. I'll be like, yep, you promised us this and that, and then you fucking go back on your word. Yep, typical Dovetail. Are you sure it's so far? Nah, surely not. Huh? No. I'm not... No. They want us to stop that far down the tracks? No. That's gotta be wrong. I don't care what that says, seriously, nah. There we go. That was like more than half already like down in the tunnel area still. That wasn't even on the platform. That was wrong. Anyway, we just went over the North Goblin line. It's the North Goblin and... North London, sorry, and Goblin's line. That's the one. Jesus. I should know. I bloody play it. It's on Train Simulator, that route. We are next to the West Coast Main Line. Yeah, the south part, yeah. I don't know what they'll call it on bloody... If they run it to Train Sim World, I reckon they'll call it something else, knowing them they'll fancy ride it. Even though we know it's the West Coast Main Line. Birmingham Sprint. The Birmingham Sprint. There you go. Yeah, but they'll get confused with Southeastern if they call it Eastern High Speed. One particular train that I would love to see them, well, there's three particular trains I'd love to see on the Train Sim World 3 era. The Ice T is one, because I already got the Ice 1 now, and that was one of the ticks off the list. The Thunderstorms were Thunderstorms were the major one. That was the major tick off the list. I've been begging for Thunderstorms for ages for Train Sim World. So yeah, the Ice T is one of them. The Padalino is the other, the Avanti Padalino, and the ATP, Inner City ATP. The original tilted train. I know it's got a controversial history, but that train is magic. Class 700. If they got it right, if they didn't do the prototype, yes. New York subway is the major one for the US. I'd love to see that. There's a hell of a lot of people that love to see the New York subway, but yeah, it's licensing, all that stuff. There's Wembley. It actually feels good to be a Manchester United supporter again. It feels good. Yes, we beat Liverpool. Yes. We can't beat no one else, but we can beat the arch rivals. Yes. Now who's the worst team? I'm not getting carried away. It'll never be the dynasty it was.
The security services.
I'm glad the Formula One's back. That's all I care about, the Formula One. Get to see Maxi and all the boys, Hamilton, and I'm interested to see how Mercedes go after their sort of revival over the last few races in the F1 too, because they're starting to get some oomph back. Finally worked out all those crinks and issues that they were carrying earlier in the season. It's good to see them taking the fight back. That's what I love about Formula One, you know. Like, I'm a massive Red Bull fan. I'm a massive Max Verstappen fan. Huge fan of Max Verstappen. Love him. He's a legend in the making. And I just like to have competition, and it was just sad seeing Charles Leclerc starting to crumble, you know. And I was really, you know, such a good rival. I'm hoping that he'll come back though at him, so we can get a nice tight contest, because that's what it's all about, you know. I don't want a runaway, because it's a little bit disappointing when you see a runaway. More about the spirit of the sport, you know. Like, I still, you know, as much as I'm a Max Verstappen fan, I still think it was completely wrong what happened last season. And I've followed the sport for many years. Even when I was a little kid, I followed Formula One. I've watched every season pretty much, you know. And my favourite race is the Singapore Grand Prix. I love the Singapore Grand Prix. Can't wait for that to return this year. I love Monte Carlo. It's such a great race. I hope we don't lose Monte Carlo, because it's very iconic. Oh, that Miami track is very crazy. Very crazy track. That little S-bend that's in it. Oh, man, that's real tight. That one that goes underneath the bridge. As soon as I seen that, I thought, shit. It's hard enough in a bloody video game, let alone in real life. Alright, here we are at Wembley Central. Singapore is south of my country. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a couple. From the west coast here in Australia, it's like you know, a lot of people from Australia go to that race when it's on, and like it hasn't been on for a couple of years now. But I know a lot of Australians end up going to that race, and they're mostly from the west coast because it's only a couple hours by plane, so they usually go for the race. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that race, but I'm also a big fan of it because it's a night race as well. I like the night races more than the day races, in my opinion. I just, with the city lights and the bright and the, you know, you got all the razzle dazzle, you know, the fireworks and the cars going around in the night. It makes the spectacle a bit more better, in my opinion. And yeah, it's a very, very good race. No, it's not too far. Couple hours. Couple hours by plane. It'll probably be about 4 or 5 hours from where I am in the east coast here, but over in the west coast, my brother's been over a few times, and it's like 2.5 hours. I swear these are in the wrong position. I don't care what these say. I'm going up to the end. Something's happened there because they never used to be like that. I don't care if I lose points for that anyway. That doesn't really bother me because I know for a fact that the marker used to be down here. I don't know why it's all the way up there. There's got to be an issue with that. This is the number 4 route for Train Sim World 2 era, voted from us here at Australia Worldwide Gaming. All the boys have put together their votes. And don't forget the top 3 will be on this Saturday. Which one? The remake or the original? I've seen the original one with Wesley Snipes. It's bloody absolute sick movie. I think the new one's Denzel Washington. Is it Denzel Washington, is it? South Kenton next. The remake. No, I haven't seen the remake yet, but yeah, I haven't seen the remake yet. I just don't really get much time to watch any movies, to be honest. I'm always too busy running the studio. This takes up around about, usually averaging around about 12 to 16 hours a day of not just live streaming, but doing other things as well, because I do mods for American Truck Simulator. I do editing, I'm doing cover photos, I'm always doing stuff outside the studio as well. Obviously cooking tea and yeah, a lot of things take up my time. But yeah, building mods does take a lot of my time up as well, because yeah, gathering sources and editing and testing and going in the Q&A and all kinds of razzle dazzle, so it all takes time. Canton next. Keeps changing the PSI because it's the same button. I press the F8 button to actually reset my OBS stats. They're probably thinking, where's that door? Where's that door opening? Ghost in the building. I like the fact that Sim Rail, by the way, is going to be multiplayer. I've seen it's going to have a multiplayer, and I thought, ooh, this might be quite interesting. I might be able to get the community involved. I just hope it doesn't get abused. That's what I'm worried about. Did I press the wrong side? Lol.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have
Yeah, I haven't seen the bullet train for this year, but the new one. So yeah, when I get the chance, I'll definitely check it out. Hopefully it's on one of the streaming services I've got, but I don't know if it's in cinemas still. Is it still in cinemas, or is it? I'm not too sure. The last time I went to the movies, oh god, what did I see? I seen some weird bloody movie, I think it was. Was it the new Fast and the Furious? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. No, it wasn't the new Fast and Furious. We already seen that before. Okay. Yeah, I might go and I might see what my lady's doing this weekend. Actually, I might see if she wants to go and watch it. Actually, oh no, this week's my off week. I have to do it next weekend. Can't do it next weekend either. Pardon me. I'll definitely get a chance to go and watch it. If it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, I'll watch it on Blu-ray. Or if it goes to one of the streaming services that I've got, I'll watch it on one of those, because I am subscribed to a few of the, like Amazon Prime and Prime Video and all that. So got a few of them here. Some of the movies go to that. I watched the new Beavis and Butthead movie the other night. Fuck, that's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Wasn't as good as the original movie, but it was still funny. Typical Beavis and Butthead. Their humor. Probably have to put it into the sliding, eh? Yep. Yeah, that's the one I want. Not in service. Proceed. Awesome. Oh, well, that was the number 4 spot for the top 5 countdown, folks. The rest of the countdown will continue on this Saturday night on the Rails, episode 73. Same time we started tonight, we'll be on Saturday night. Well, Saturday night for us here in Australia. It could be somewhere where it's afternoon or morning or... I hate it when it does this. Gotta literally go right up to the top, pretty much flying into it. 58 minutes, 58, very nice. Let's have a look at the bronze. Jesus Christ, what's going on there? I got screwed. Alright, so I'm going to go to that. We had a viewer earlier tonight that asked us about the setup on Sandpatch Grade. So I'm going to do a little demo, a little live stream tutorial. So the 44ACC, the 44AC is the big boy of them, of the whole lot. We got the C40 though, but this is a beast and a half, this thing. And we'll just use it as a sample. To Rockwell. Yeah, I'll just, no, I want to go through the daytime, so I want to, 2 Cumberland, no, I don't want 2 Cumberland. Alright, this is the one I did the other day. So, I'm just going to use this as a sample. We're not going to do the run or anything. We're just giving you a sample. Our top 5 has finished, part 1 is completed for now. So, what we're going to do, this is a tutorial from a viewer that was on earlier and having issues with wheel slipping. So, I'm going to show you how to set it up properly. This is how you set up the train. And it's quite simple, quite simple. So let me just get that photo back up in there. Right. So we've got the train. We've got a BNSF, by the way. It's not Train Sim World 3, so just don't think we're on TSW 3. No, we're at Sandpatch Grade. Right. So it's quite simple. First things first, keep the reverse on neutral. Release that. Make sure you got full service on automatic brake. Now, don't put your banking comms on straight away, whatever you do. First things first, front headlights to bright or dim. I'm going to go dim. And then your back lights you want on dim as well. Or you can have bright and then you have both lights running. Which is probably the ideal way, ideal thing. Now down here, you got all this set up, but we're not going to do none of that first up. Not going to do none of that yet. First things first, down here, you got the switches. Generator field, you turn that on. Make sure that's on. Okay, make sure control is on. The gauge lights, turn those on. Step lights, leave on. The rest of it is quite fine. You're good to go there. Now down the bottom here, you got the nose cap. Turn that on. You got the toilet light. You don't have to worry about that. You don't need a camera in the toilet. Okay, you can have the light on inside as well, but don't need that. Okay. Now over here, you got the switches over here. So number lights on. And then you got running lights on, keep that on. Distribute power, turn that on. Refrigerator, make sure you got those beers nice and cool. Keep the window heats off. There's no fog around, don't have to worry about that. There's no outside cab stuff you have to worry about. Then you come in here. Okay, so make sure before we do any of this stuff, before we set any of this up, press control. All right. Hopefully you seen what you seen in that tutorial, folks. Is hopefully helped you guys. So just have a look and see what I did on that tutorial, and if you do struggle on the sand patch grade or any of your setups, and have a look at what I did then on that part of the live stream. There'll be a full replay for you to watch at any time. So if you want to go to that part, you can go to that part anytime and have a look at it. It's quite simple. I will throw a video together sometime down the track to try to get people up and running quicker. But yeah, I thought it wasn't going to run there. Actually, I thought I set it up wrong. I'm thinking, hang on, I've done something wrong here. But no, sometimes it has a little bit of an issue, struggle with. It doesn't want to get up and going like it should. Okay, so we've got the TFL on this one, TFL. Oh, you are there? No worries, man. Yeah, I thought I actually set it up wrong, actually. I was, because it started struggling there at the start. I'm thinking, hang on, what's going on? It does tend to jerk itself, because you got to remember all that weight that you got. It's lifting all the brakes off all those wheels and all the, and it's like a chain reaction. It has to start from the front, work its way to the back. Because I remember when we had the 15-minute setups for Sherman Hill before they changed it, we used to have to wait for the brake pressure to reach to the back of the train. So it's like a chain reaction. Yeah, I only discovered the other day how to set that up properly as well for the sand patch grade. So I've only learnt that myself. So because I struggled the other day as well. I was like going up 12 miles. So I was like stuck on 12 miles, 15 miles for at least 1 hour of the trip, and I was like, what? This is not right. This is surely got to go faster. So yeah, I started searching stuff on my phone while I was on the stream, and I was trying to work it out, and I come across the Reddit thing, and as soon as I started seeing that, I thought, all right, I'll try that. And yeah, after I did that, bang, it started pumping up the hill. But yeah, when you do go up that hill, do continue to use the sand, because that's what it's there for. Sand's for hill, uphill, not downhill. It just gives you grip on the wheels. Well, that's what it's tend to do. Do mind though, it will struggle more in the icy weather, like snow, rain. So that's what it's obviously, that's what it's meant to do. But for sand patch grade, it shouldn't, because it's on the old system, not the grip, the new grip system that they did for Train Sim World 2's era. Actually, I'm not too sure. I think they might have actually changed that. Dave, can you find out if they actually changed the grip thing for the sand patch grade? Yeah. I think they might have actually changed it for sand patch grade, because it been upgraded for TSW2. So yeah, that might actually come under the new system, or the newish system. It's 2 years old now. 2 years old now, yes. that what he said? What the hell? Why did I put so much bloody... Why is there so much on there? Fucking hell. Okay. Don't know why there's all that on there, but anyway. Shouldn't be all that on there. Yeah, I have to... Thank you, Neil Penn, for your like on the post for tonight's episode. I don't know what the hell all that other razzle dazzle is on there. I'm gonna have to delete that post. Actually, that shouldn't be like that. Actually. Still need to put together the bloody truck and trailer for tomorrow's American Truck Simulator live stream. Yeah, don't forget our main event tomorrow on our YouTube channel. We've got a couple live streams coming up still today, but we have a train simulator live stream later today as well. We have a phone bus simulator live stream coming up, and we have a train simulator classic workshop scenario still to come today. But for Thursday, we have a couple train simulator. We have a train simulator classic live stream first up, and then we've got our American Truck Simulator live stream of Thursday night, 18 wheels. And I'll be rolling out the final piece of the puzzle. And I can tell you guys now, the Godfather. I am the Godfather, and I'm the creator of the Godfather's mods that you see on Modland for American Truck Simulator. And the Godfather's TSA drop deck trailer skins pack version 1.6 is now available at Modland for download. The new update is been updated to 110 skins for the CAM's TSA drop deck trailer with the Aussie V-double and road train trailer. So we've got amazing skins in the new update. So that's available now, I do believe. I'm not 100% certain if it's been confirmed, but it should be. So I did post that earlier today. Yeah, I got it all finalised. Yeah, past Q&A with flying colours. Yeah, I fixed that. Yeah, I fixed it. Fine. That's what I said to everyone, that I was going to delay it. Yeah, I have delayed the other mod for American Truck Simulator, the Peterbit skins pack. That's been delayed by a week. So don't fear, that'll be out next week. I've just ran out of time. I've had no time to do anything. Really, I've just been too busy with other things. 4, I think. I'm going to do 4. Yeah, because I put them on the Kenworth, so I've got to do them for the Peterbit. Yeah. So, as you know, I'm updating the Kenworth pack. Are you trying to do the KW100s, aren't you? Yeah, I'm trying to do the K100s, yeah. And that's what I'm here for, folks. I'm here to help. If I can help, if I can help you guys on your Train Sim World experience, then I know I've done my job. So I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, hopefully it helps you. But I definitely will do a video so I can throw it out there. But I'll most likely do it in the Train Sim World 3 era. It'll make sense to do it on the TSW 3 era. Now we're coming to the end of the TSW 2 era. So the Train Sim World 2 playlist will be finishing up, folks. 1,100 videos. Whew. 1,100 videos later. Man. Our biggest ever playlist. Timetables, scenarios, introductions, information updates, replay live streams. Man, the playlist has had it all. Ever since the announcement of Train Sim World 2 and all the way to the end. Train Sim World 3 playlist is up and running on the channel, folks. I have put a few of Dovetail's videos up on the playlist because I think they deserve to be there. And I've got one myself because I did the roadmap, obviously. So I did the August roadmap, and that's on there. But I didn't jam it down your throat like the British Ace will do. I didn't give you a 20-minute video. I usually do. Sometimes I'll do a 15, 20-minute video, but I was like, nah, I'll just give you the basic information. Just go back straight into it. I'll get my robot to tell you what's on the roadmap. Don't need to continue to have it jamming down your throats. There's others out there that'll do it. But I'm backing off that now. I'm just like, I'll just give you the basics. I'd rather do tutorials and help people that way. If I find that someone's struggling on something on the game, like for instance the Sandpatch Grave with the setting up and the going up the hills and all that, then yeah, I will probably have to play a bit of it when I get to the hills actually, and then edit and cut it and do something like that actually. Press the wrong button now. Boo! I apologize if there's any Brighton Albion fans. Damn seagulls. AJ Lad says, choo choo. That was yesterday, buddy. Yeah, Choo Choo Tuesdays was yesterday. There's a replay of that one for you guys to watch at any time as well. We won the Ferentula ramp yesterday. That was our main event. That was our first run yesterday. Took a nice Brisbane Broncos colour version of the 612 yesterday, AJ. You'll probably think, oh, that's the Brisbane Broncos train. Oh, and I'll be like, that's the train we're going to derail next week. I don't want to get a conquer because we're going to lose. Too much history there, that's what. Remember last time I conquered AJ? That was good. Yeah, we usually have a bad record on the final round, yeah. Remember the year we first Parramatta in the final game, and we both couldn't make the finals. But I remember that it was Nathan Highmarsh's final match, and Parramatta were red hot favourites to win the game, and we ended up pumping them off the field. I think we put 32 on them that night. Yeah, that was a good win. I still think this is the greatest route of all time. I'd love to see an extension on this route. Ah, how I would love it. It would be good. It would be good. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Whoops. Kayla was like to me earlier today, she's like, you work too hard. I'm like, yep, and I love it. I love it. It's awesome. This is my job, and I enjoy every bit of it. As much as it frustrates you sometimes, you get people that can frustrate you, and it's like, what do you do? I gotta learn to self-control myself sometimes, to be honest. But I'm a ballsy bloke. I don't just, you know, I tell it how it is. I just, you know, I was built with steel, so this is who I am. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, with our final trip on this week's edition of Midweek World of Trains. It is an absolute honour and privilege bringing you the first part of the top 5 countdown with number 5, Boston Sprinter, number 4, Bakerloo Line, London Underground. What will be the number 3, number 2, and number 1 best Train Sim World 2 era routes? Find out this Saturday on Saturday Night on the Rails, episode 73. Live from 8 p.m. in the east coast of Australia, 11 a.m. UK, 12 p.m. Germany, 6 a.m. Boston, 3 a.m. Los Angeles, 5 p.m. Indonesia, 3:30 p.m. India, 7 a.m. Brazil, 6 a.m. in Idaho in Canada, 3 a.m. in Vancouver in Canada, and 5 a.m. Mexico City, 10 p.m. in New Zealand. As we bring to you the top 3 countdown of the 5, and it's going to be awesome on this week's final episode of the Train Sim World 2 era of Saturday Night on the Rails, the original and the best Train Sim World show from us here at Australia, Worldwide Gaming, Australia's premier simulation YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. I am the Godfather, and this has been our 92nd edition of Midweek World of Trains. We'll see you for episode 93 next week. And more train action coming later on today with Train Simulator Classic, and more tomorrow, and more the next day, and so on and so on. We continue to roll here on our channel with the best simulation. Have a great day. Thank you very much for all the comments and everyone coming along. And we will see you next time on the rails here at Australia Worldwide Gaming. Hooroo! Fanbus Simulator is coming up in 10 minutes.